Men's soccer took on number 7 Regis, and they went into overtime with an opportunity to win the RMAC regular season championship. We have an exciting recap for the program this weekend.
Plus, football came away with a massive result on the road, but that may not be the biggest news that came out this weekend. We bring you the details.
All that and much more next on Maverick Postgame. Happy November, Mavs, and welcome to another edition of Maverick Postgame. I'm Joe Azar.
And I'm Bryce Reedy.
We start off with men's soccer, and thanks to their undefeated streak in the RMAC Conference, which dates all the way back to mid-September, they entered their matchup against number 7 in the nation, Regis, with a chance to become RMAC champions with a win or tie. Things started out less than ideal for CMU, however, as it was the Rangers who opened up the scoring with 3 minutes into the second half against the run of play to take a 1-0 lead off a penalty kick. Coach Padgett wasn't worried, though, as he credited his team's ability to come from behind over the past year, and that's exactly what the Mavs did. Trenton Atkin put the ball in the back of the net after a rebound off a goalkeeper save, and less than 2 minutes later, Moshe Perez gave CMU a 2-1 lead. Just when CMU was about to celebrate, the Rangers deflated the Mavs, scoring a goal with 24 seconds left to send the game into overtime. With the next goal deciding the victor, CMU was awarded a penalty kick of their own with less than 2 minutes to go in the second overtime period. And who stepped up? None other than Roy Abergill, who converted from the spot and gave the Mavs a 3-2 win and their second RMAC championship in 3 years. CMU will now host the RMAC tournament and go for the conference double starting on Friday. But congratulations are in order for a great accomplishment.
Now, CMU football entered the weekend atop the RMAC Conference, and they were looking to stay there when they traveled down to New Mexico Highlands. The Cowboys entered the game winless on the season, and that spelled good news for the Mavericks after they put up 63 points last weekend against Adams State. When everything was said and done, the Mavericks would surpass that 63-point mark before the start of the fourth quarter. After falling behind early 7-0 in the game, the Mavericks went on to outscore the Cowboys 87-7 over the remainder of the game. CMU picked up right where they left off in the offensive department, especially when it came to rushing the ball. CMU rushed it 66 times in the game for over 700 yards and 10 touchdowns. David Tan was the leading man on the game, carrying the ball 27 times for 272 yards and 4 touchdowns. Tan's performance was noticed again across the conference, as he was given RMAC Player of the Week honors for the second straight week. Sean Rubicaba started for the Mavs this week, and he threw for 145 yards, 1 interception on the day. He also ran for 63 and 2 scores. With the win, the Mavericks moved to 7-2 on the season, which keeps them atop the RMAC standings, tied with Colorado School of Mines. Now, CMU has 2 regular season games remaining, both of which are at home. This weekend, they take on South Dakota School of Mines before they take on Azusa Pacific University next weekend. Now, other big news came out yesterday regarding the football team. However, this news pertains back to the 2015 season. The Colorado Mesa football team was just awarded the 2015 Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference title after news broke that CSU Pueblo used 2 ineligible players throughout the season last year. This violation led the Thunderwolves to having to nullify the championship that they took home last season. In addition to that, the RMAC championship, the Thunderwolves will also vacate their 2015 Division II playoff games and drop their total win percentage for the season. Now, Pueblo's athletic department was also fined $7,500 by the RMAC. So congratulations are in order for the 2015 Maverick squad on their RMAC championship.
CMU with a win will also win this year's RMAC championship with a win this weekend. Last week, CMU women's soccer showed signs of progress in the program when they qualified for the RMAC tournament for the first time since 2011. This weekend against Black Hill State, though, they had a chance to improve their season by qualifying to host a game in that tournament with a win and a Metro loss. The Roadrunners ended up losing 2-0 to Regis, and now to find out CMU's fate, let's take you to Walker Field for the highlights. It was senior night. They honored the 2 seniors on the team. It was such a fantastic night. There you see Lauren Lee getting awarded her little plaque and celebration thanks to Jason Clare, and then there's Taylor Bruno. Again, these are the only 2 seniors on the team. Bryce, an amazing accomplishment for both of those girls having that. And then the action picked up right off the bat. That's Alexis Allard on the far edge of your screen, who chips it over the goalkeeper top shelf.
Yeah, and next up was Taylor Bruno with the goal there. That was put him up 2-0 early in the going.
And then that's also Bruno again, who scored a goal in her senior night. That was a big game for her. And here comes Wenzel. Here comes a rush, makes a move over the goalkeeper, and then puts it in the back of the net. They were up 4-0. And then to add to the misery, here comes a handball for Black Hill State. Black Hill State starts on a total of about 9 freshmen on their team, so they had a rough outing here. That's Lauren Lee who gets called for the penalty shot, and she slots it home. But that's not the most impressive goal of the night, Bryce.
No, that was not. That is going to be here. Once again is the Mavericks attacking, and once again they are going to find the net after a beautiful chip shot from the corner. That gave the Mavericks the 6-0 win in this one to end out their regular season. So 6-0 was the final score. CMU in total outshot the Yellow Jackets 41-0 when all was said and done, including 21-0 in shots on goal. Wenzel and Allard both had 2 goals in the contest to go along with Bruno and Lee's goals as well. The win moved Mesa to 9-6-2 on the season. Along with that, it gave the Mavericks the chance to host the first RMAC tournament game here at Walker Field. Now we caught up with some of the key contributors in Sunday's win for their post-game and playoff thoughts.
Taylor, congrats on the win today. You had a goal for yourself. How does it feel going to the playoffs?
It feels great. It's the first time that I've been to the playoffs since I've been here, so it feels amazing. It's a feeling that you can only know unless you're going to it, so it's awesome.
It's going to feel great. I think our team, the momentum we have right now, is just going to keep on going, and hopefully in Wednesday we'll get a win and keep going, and our season will end till maybe we win the RMAC. So.
Well, it was just an amazing day overall. It was senior night, so we got to decorate the locker room and everything, but just be able to apply what we do at practice in a game, it felt really good. I remember going off and telling my team, like, it's fun out there. I hope, like, everyone gets to go out. So it was a great, great, great time. Yes.
I think it's just their buy-in to the philosophy, you know, their character. We've talked about that over the season. They've got character. They don't know when to give up. And I think, like, today just proved, you know, with Lolo and Brew, you know, they've been with me since I got the job here. They know me inside out. They know exactly what I want. So their leadership has been imperative this season. I think just collectively as a whole, the whole team, whether we talk about it all the time, whether the girls have played 90 minutes or don't play a lick, you know, their support and encouragement on the sidelines, their belief that we have in this squad is huge, and it makes a huge difference. But just their buy-in to the philosophy is there. And, you know, you mentioned we were unlucky on a few games last season, and it's just clicked for us this year. We've never given up. We've made more and more chances. We've converted those this year, which is we worked a lot on that in pre-season and throughout. We've done a load of shooting drills this season, so it's nice that they're clicking and they're going in, and we've just worked so hard. And I'm just so incredibly proud of this team, and not only to get to the playoffs but to host the game. I mean, it feels great from where we've been. I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Now over to club sports, as CMU Club Hockey had an event last Thursday night that had a significance bigger than the game played on the ice. It was Pink the Reek night at Glacier Ice Arena as the CMU hockey team welcomed a 2-time breast cancer survivor for the ceremonial puck drop and raised over $5,000 to St. Mary's Hospital before the game even began with all the merchandise and raffle sales. The team wore special Pink the Rink jerseys, but initially had their struggles once the game began, allowing 2 power play goals to fall behind 2-1 entering the final period. CMU began their comeback thanks to Craig Bolt's first goal of the season. The defenseman Marcus Eliasson from Sweden then scored a power play goal of his own to take the lead before Sam Hack found the back of the net for the 4-2 rally and win. The team will host games this weekend against Northern Arizona on Friday and Saturday at Glacier Ice Arena.
Now another successful weekend for CMU sports, and now it's time to celebrate that success with our Maverick of the Week. And it was thanks to this women's soccer player that the team was able to secure a big 6-0 win on Sunday, and it's Amanda Wenzel. Wenzel was all over the field as she was a huge factor in the Mavericks' 6-0 win. She finished the game with 2 scores on 3 shots to go along with 1 assist. Wenzel will now look to continue her great play on Wednesday as the team takes on Metro State in the first round of the RMAC playoffs.
That'll do it for us this week. Check back next week, and we will have all the coverage of the RMAC soccer tournaments, both men's and women's, and football's big game on Saturday as they look to clinch the RMAC. With Bryce Reedy, I'm Joe Azar. Happy November, Mavs.